Alicia, and in this week's live lesson, we're going to talk about some better ways to say thank you. I know that a lot of countries and a lot of cultures have some holidays coming up at this time of the year, so I wanted to talk about some different ways for you to express the feeling of thank you to the people in your life. So as you join, please make sure to hit the like button and of course share this video so that other people can find today's lesson. That would be super cool. So while we wait for other people to join us live, I have two very quick announcements as always. The first one, I have told you a few times, but if you are studying vocabulary or if you want to boost your vocabulary, to improve your vocabulary, you should check out the link in the description below the video on YouTube and above the video on Facebook. Our team has created what's called a core words ebook. So that's on this page. If you go down on this page, you will find some more information about it. So what is that? So the core words, every language has core words. So that means the words that are the most commonly used, like the daily use words. So our team has created a free ebook with 2,000, like the 2,000 most common words in English, the words that are most important, the most like key to fluency. So if you want to work on your vocabulary and you want to make sure you study efficiently, check out the link in the YouTube description to get this ebook for free. You need your name and an email address to get this ebook, and then you can study with this. So if you're not sure what to do for your vocabulary studies, this can be a great resource. So check that out. That's announcement number one. Announcement two, if you have questions for me, great, please, I want to read them, but please don't put them in YouTube comments or Facebook comments or Instagram DMs because I can't read them all. Our team can't read all of them. There are so many every day. So please send me your questions to the official Ask Alicia question submission page, which is at englishclass101.com/ask-Alicia. That is a very long URL, so please find the link for this in the YouTube description, yeah? So make sure you send it to me on the official question submission page. I will 100% read your question. Also, you don't need to send it like 6 times. I noticed some of you send the same question like 6 times. You don't have to do that. Just one time is good. I will see it. So please send it there. I will read it and I might choose to include it in our videos in an episode of Ask Alicia in the future. So please check that out if you want to send me a question. That would be super cool. Okay, I think everything is rolling. Okay, I see everybody's here on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. What's up? Rafael from Brazil. What's up? Zib. Hey, KD from Brazil also. Hi. Cook with Neha, good morning. Hello to you. Eric, you're great. Oh, awesome. That's cool. Jonathan, what's up? Hey, Jiwa Bandu. Hi, I hope I said your name correctly. Welcome, everybody. Facebook, are you here? Yes, good. Facebook is here. Okay, I am going to like and share this video, and then we are going to begin. Okay, you can do this too. You can also like and share with me. Hello, Tanya and Juan and Junior and Hidayatullah. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Okay, let's go. So today we're going to talk about some better ways to say thank you. So I want to point out, thank you is great. There's no problem if you want to use thank you. Great. No problem. But today I want to talk about some other things you can use and some other expressions you should understand, because lots of people use these expressions to say thank you, to show appreciation. So I've made kind of 3 categories, 3 rough categories for today. So part 1. Thanking a person directly. So that means you want to say just thank you, nothing else, no actions, just you. How do we do that? Okay, so of course we can say thank you, or thank you very much, or thanks, right? So no problem with these. These are the basic ways to express thank you. These are great, no problem. Okay, but what are some other? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, I hear lots of young people using this more often these days. I appreciate you. Or they cut the I, they just say appreciate you. They also use that. So you can use this to say thank you for something. I appreciate you, right? Someone does something for you. I appreciate you. Or just to your family member, I appreciate you, right? Okay? So you can use I appreciate you. Another good one that we tend to use in more formal situations is I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. We use this with someone that we are a little more close to, like a very close family member or maybe your partner. So someone that you are close to. And we might use this, like in the USA, we have the holiday Thanksgiving, during which time we often express that, our love and our care for our friends and our family. So we might say, I'm grateful for you, right? So grateful, if you want to think about it, if it's helpful, you can think of like feeling like appreciation, and I feel so happy, I feel so lucky that you are in my life, is the feeling of grateful. I'm grateful for you. Not to you, but I'm grateful for you. Yeah, I'm grateful for you. Okay? And last one here in this group, you are the best. You are the best. So this one is more casual. You can use this one just generally, right? Like your friend does something cool or your friend does something nice, you can be like, oh, you're the best. Usually when someone does something for you, you can use this. But even if, like sometimes you just see your family member or maybe your partner or your friend, they're doing something that you think is great, you're like, oh, you're the best, right? So this is a really casual, really friendly way to express your appreciation for someone. You're the best, okay? Good, so let's continue to the next three. The 3 ways to thank a person directly, okay? In part 2, we're gonna talk a little bit about a grammar point. So, part 3, a new vocabulary word for some of you, maybe. I'm indebted to you. I'm indebted. What does that mean? So, indebted. So you can see here maybe in debt. Maybe some of you know debt. So if you don't know, that's okay. So to be in debt means you have used usually some money or some resources, right? You borrowed money, like a credit from a credit card company or a bank, right? So you borrowed that money and now you have to pay it back, right? You have to give back the money. You have to give back the resources. That condition is called being in debt. But here we have this expression, I'm indebted to you. So that doesn't mean well, sometimes it does, but usually when we talk about emotions, I'm indebted to you, it means I should repay the kind thing you did for me. It's like saying you did something kind for me and I appreciate it, and now I feel I want to do or I should do something kind for you. I'm indebted to you, okay? This one is a more formal expression. Later I'm going to talk about a more casual expression we use a bit more, okay? I'm indebted to you, okay? All right, I don't see any questions yet. Hello to everybody that's joining. Okay, cool. So next 2 are just some quick casual ones. This one is you're too kind. You're too kind. So you can use this one when you receive a compliment, like someone says, oh, I love your sweater, or, oh, I love your new glasses, right? You can say, oh, you're too kind. Like it's a way of saying like, oh, that's very kind, but saying you're too kind makes you sound like, oh, that's too much, really, that's too much, that's so nice, it's too nice. Like it's a little bit of like, you sound a little bit more humble. So you're too kind. You can use that when you receive a compliment or when you receive a gift. So usually you receive something, a compliment or a gift, usually. We usually do not use you're too kind when someone like does a task for us, usually. We might use one of these instead, or one of the expressions in part 2, okay? And lastly, you might hear cheers used. So in American English, I speak American English, we typically don't use cheers much. We use cheers when we drink, when we get together to drink and we touch glasses and say cheers. But This cheers is different. You might hear this one in British English, Australian English. They use cheers to mean thank you. It's a very quick and very casual and friendly thank you. So again, we don't really use this so much in American English, maybe from time to time. I like it, but you might hear this in British English and other forms. Okay, all right. Good. I don't see any questions. Hello to everyone saying hello. Good. Okay, no questions. So let's take a super quick break and then we'll continue to part 2. We're going to look at a grammar point that's very important to know when you are saying thank you to people. Okay, so very quickly, if you missed it, this banner right here says download your free 2,000 words ebook. Yeah, so our team has created a free ebook, a free download for you so that you can learn the 2,000 core words of English. So these are the most commonly used words in English. So if you don't know what to study next for your vocabulary studies, if you're not sure if you're studying the right things, if you just want someone to give you the words to study, go and download this. You can find everything here. You need your name and an email address to access this. If you have an account already, great. Just log in and go download this. I hope that it helps you with your vocabulary studies. So if you study the most common words first, you will be able to understand and participate in conversations better, right? So if you learn the most important words first. So these are the 2,000 most important, the most commonly used ones. So check it out. Okay, good. Let's see. I still don't see any questions. Everyone just saying hello, hello. Okay, so if you haven't, please make sure to hit the like button. Can I do that again? Yeah, I can do that again. Okay, I just did it. So let's go on to liking the video and sharing the video, and then we'll go to part 2. Okay, part 2. Thanking someone for something they did. Thanking someone for something they did. Okay, so part 1 was just thank you. Like maybe you're just a great person. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, but how do we say thank you when someone did something, right? And we want to express that thing, right? So today I have a very simple grammar point to use, okay? It is this pattern. So thank you for noun, okay? Thank you for noun, right? Or like the noun phrase, okay? So, and the noun can be different types of nouns. Like we'll look at a couple different grammar points, okay? So very basic one. Thank you for that, right? Thank you for that. Like we also use the thanks for that as well too. So that is also okay. Thanks for that. Thanks for that, okay? Or thank you for listening, right? So listening, this ing form, this is gerund, yeah? So thank you for listening, okay? Or thank you for letting me know, right? So these ing verb forms, we can use verbs as nouns by making them ing endings, yeah? So that's why I have noun here, yeah? Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me know. So when you want to express thank you plus the reason, like what happened, what did they do, use this. The preposition here is for. Thank you for blah, 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 right? Thank you for ing, right? Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for listening. Yeah. This last one, thank you for letting me know. This one is a really good one to use at work. Yeah. Very, very helpful. David asked in YouTube, thanks for your question, can I use thank you for all? Very close. Say thank you for everything. Thank you for everything. Then it's perfect, right? Someone did a lot of work to help you, or someone cooked an amazing meal. Say thank you for everything, or thank you for cooking everything. Yeah? So that's the one, not all. Thanks for the question. Good one. And let's see, some people are sending questions that are different from today's lesson. As always, please send them to Ask Alicia. The live lesson is always only about the topic. Okay, let's go to the next 2 because I want to include these. These have the same pattern, but they are 2 that you can use in polite, formal business situations. We use these in emails a lot. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you for your consideration. This is a really good one to use near the end of an email when you contact someone, like asking them for information, asking them, like making a request, like you want to have a meeting with them, or you want to interview them, or you want some information, like to share information between companies, something like that. For your consideration. So this means you think, okay, I'm going to send my message. The other side is going to think about what I wrote. They are going to make a decision, right? So this sentence, thank you for your consideration, means thank you for thinking carefully about my message, or thank you for thinking carefully about my information, for considering me, for considering my information, okay? So thank you for your consideration. It's a really, really good one to use, okay? And the second one here is thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. You will see companies use this one a lot. Companies, maybe like your favorite creators online use this one. Generally, when there's a person or a company that has many customers, or maybe many people watch, or they have many fans, they might say, thank you for your support, which means everybody who is watching or everybody who buys the product, like thank you for supporting me or supporting our company. Yeah, so you'll see these two used a lot. Same pattern. Yeah, thank you for your consideration. These are little noun phrases. Yeah, okay. Deo asked, thank you for your help. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your help. That's great. Okay. Vajindra said, thank you for taking photo. Yeah, thank you for taking a photo. Thank you for taking a photo. Then it's perfect. Okay, good, good. Let's continue now. So after this grammar point, so I think this grammar point is pretty clear to use. Thank you for plus that thing. I want to talk about 3 expressions that have different grammar, okay? So the first one here is another one that's very common, especially I think like with creators online or maybe team leaders, basically somebody who has like a team or someone who has lots of people that watch what they do. I think I have used this sometimes too to talk about our channel. This expression, I couldn't have done it without you. I couldn't have done it without you. Or for a team, we couldn't have done it without you. Yeah? So what does this mean? So this means we or I, depending on the sentence, we achieved something great. We were very successful, or we reached our goal, something exciting like that, right? And so this sentence means, yes, we reached the goal, but you were very important to reaching the goal, right? So I couldn't have done it without you means everybody watching, or all the customers, or all the people who participated, right? So it's like saying, if you were not there, we would not succeed. Yeah? So I couldn't have done it without you. You can use this, of course, you can use this just one-on-one also. If you have a team member or like your partner or something, someone who is just a great teammate, right? You can say, I couldn't have done it without you. Maybe like, I don't know, you run a marathon and your partner has been super, super supportive, right? You have your training and like taking care of yourself and all these stressful things. And then you finish, you might say, I couldn't have done it without you. Like, thank you so much for your support. Okay, so this is a really, really nice expression. I think this is a really nice expression. The second one here is, I appreciate your help. I appreciate your help. Someone in the chat asked earlier, is thank you for your help? Okay, yes. So I appreciate your help. So this one shows another person helped you, right? So this one is really good to use when you work in a team, right? Someone in your team or someone in your house even, like making dinner maybe, someone helped you. So you can say, I appreciate your help. I say this is good for teams, like at work, because I appreciate your help is a little more formal than thank you for your help or thanks for your help. Like if I were like in my house with my family, I probably would use thanks for your help. Thanks for your help. Thanks for helping me. Something like that. If I were at work, I would probably say, I appreciate your help. So maybe thank you for your help also, if it's a close coworker. Yeah, I appreciate your help. Okay, good. Last one, that's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. So again, this one sounds a little bit more polite. It's not weird, it's not strange to use in casual situations, but that's very kind of you means that action you did is very kind, right? So maybe, I don't know, maybe at work someone brings you like some cake someone brought in, right? Someone brings it to your desk, like, oh, thanks, that's so kind of you, or that's very kind of you. You can use this to express appreciation for an action someone did. Thanks, that's very kind of you. Okay, good. So these are ways that you can thank someone for something they did. But for today's important grammar point, don't forget thank you for your noun phrase. Yeah, and noun, there are many different types of nouns I have here. So consider this. Okay, I'm looking for your questions. Good examples. So like JR wrote, I really appreciate your classes, for example. That's good. And Gustavo wrote, hi Alicia, thanks a lot for your English lessons. Perfect examples, everybody. Great. Mainland wrote, is beyond gratitude. Gratitude? It's just a way to emphasize that you feel that. Like, I feel my feelings are beyond gratitude. So that means you feel so much appreciation. Like your appreciation level is here, but you want to express so much. Like that person helped you so much. You can say, oh my gosh, I'm just beyond gratitude for this person. It's just a way to emphasize that. It's just an emphasis expression. Yeah. So it means like super, super, super gratitude. I hope that helps. Okay, good. Let's see. I don't see questions on Facebook. So let's take another very quick break and then we'll continue to the last section. In the last section, I included some idioms, slang, other expressions, just some fun ones that it's good to know. Okay, so very quickly, quick reminder, 2,000 words, ebook, the vocabulary book that will help you to learn the 2,000 most common words in English. You can find this from the link below the video on YouTube or above the video on Facebook. You can find this for free at EnglishClass101.com. So if you don't know what to study next for your vocabulary, or if you want to make sure you study most efficiently, please check this out. You can download it for free. I will tell you again at the end of the video. Okay, let's go to part 3. Part 3 is a very quick little part. If you haven't, make sure to like and share this video. Let's go. Part 3, idioms, slang, and other expressions. So I chose just a few, I think just a few, I hope it's just a few, because I don't have much time. So just a few expressions that are important to know. So the first one is, I owe you one. I owe you one. So we talked in part 1 about the expression, I'm indebted to you, right? Which means like, you did something very nice for me, I should now do something nice for you, to repay, right? To repay you. This is the casual way to say this. This is the very common conversational way to say this. I owe you one. And you might think, what does one mean here? So one means one favor or one nice thing, right? And to owe someone something, this is like the casual way to say indebted. So I owe you one nice thing means you did one nice thing for me, so I have to do one nice thing for you. That's what this expression means. But that's very long. So we say, I owe you one. I owe you one. Okay? So if someone says this to you, it's a good thing. It's a really good thing. It means you helped them and they want to help you in the future. I owe you one. I owe you one. Like, you saved me. Oh my gosh, I owe you one. Or sometimes people say just, I owe you. Oh my gosh, you helped me. Or like that saved me. I owe you. I owe you. Something like that. So you can use this to express that feeling of, I want to repay you in the future. Okay? Good. So second one here is, let me buy you lunch, or let me buy you a drink. So these are usually the two that we use when somebody helps us, usually for something small, and we are friendly with them, okay? So this is not, we usually don't say, let me buy you breakfast or let me buy you dinner. Those are a little too like intimate, too close. So usually we say, let me buy you lunch or let me buy you a drink to say thank you. Like that person helped you somehow and you want to say thank you. Like you can say thank you, but you want to do a little extra. So they might offer, like, let me buy you lunch or let me buy you a drink, right? But please be careful. Like, make sure it's like a thank you situation. if you just ask a person like someday like, oh, let me buy you lunch or let me buy you a drink, they might think like, is this a date? Like it might be a little confusing. So please make sure that this is just in thank you situations, yeah? So when someone does something for you, like your coworker helped you out a ton, they stayed late or something like that, or maybe your friend helped you study for something and you're like, oh, thank you so much, let me buy you a drink. Or that this is a really common one, like if you help your friend move to a new apartment, they might say, thank you so much, let me buy you pizza and some beers, right? So often we use this kind of thing to say thank you to our friends or maybe our coworkers. So just think about the situation a little bit when you use, okay? All right, okay, let's continue to the last one in this group. So I have it or that means the world to me. It or that means the world to me. So this means the world to me. So here I have at the beginning, it or that. In thank you situations, it means your helping action. So let's say, for example, let's go back to the marathon example. Let's say your partner supported you so much while you were training for the marathon, okay? And after the marathon, you could say, oh, that means the world to me, or your support means the world. So means the world is maybe kind of confusing, yeah? I understand why. So this means the world, it means the world, that means the world to me. It means, it's like that was everything. It was so important to me. It's like the whole world for me, right? So this expresses a very strong significance, very strong impact, a very strong like level of importance in your mind and your heart too. You might also hear people say, you mean the world to me, which means you are very, very, very important to me. Like you are like the world, the planet, Earth, right? So this means this has very strong importance for me, okay? It means the world to me. Okay, good. So let's continue to the next group then. Next group, these are some very, very quick expressions that we can use. Well, I'll talk about it. Let's break it down. Next one is you made my day. You made my day. So this means like this thing you did, this action or this gift or this news, maybe it's interesting news. This is like the highlight of my day. That's what this expression means, right? So maybe you hear like, oh, tomorrow is a holiday and you forgot, right? Someone tells you, oh yeah, tomorrow, don't come to work or something, whatever, I don't know. You might go, oh my gosh, you made my day. Like that's the highlight of my day. This expression means you did something or you told me something that made my day. So my day became amazing after this moment. That's what this means. So this is a very positive expression. Okay, you made my day. Okay. Next one here, I have gifts in brackets here to show. We use this one usually after we receive a gift. Okay, so you get a gift, someone gives you a gift and you go, oh, you shouldn't have, which means like, this is very nice, but there was no reason to do it, right? You had no reason to buy me this thing. You had no reason to give me this thing, right? So you shouldn't have expresses that because this seems like an incomplete sentence, right? Like you shouldn't have what, right? It seems like the grammar is not complete in this sentence, but you shouldn't have is the set expression we use to mean you shouldn't have like purchased this expensive gift, or you shouldn't have purchased this gift, or maybe you shouldn't have worried about me, something like that. So we use this when we receive gifts, and usually we receive it, right? We take it and we go, oh, you shouldn't have, like to express, oh, it's too much, yeah? So we use this to say thank you, like a humble way to say thank you, okay? And the last one in this group is you're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. So we talked about the expression, I owe you one, up here, yeah? So you're a lifesaver is used when someone does something that helps you a lot. Like oh my gosh, their help like made a huge difference. You can say you're a lifesaver. Like if you needed somebody to help you, I don't know, move something really, really heavy, you can say, oh my gosh, you're a lifesaver. I couldn't have done this without you, right? So usually it doesn't mean you saved my life. I mean, it could, but usually we don't use this in situations where it's really dangerous. It's just a situation where my life would be very, very difficult, or would have been very, very difficult if you were not there. So usually it doesn't mean someone's life is in danger, really in danger. It's just that my life would have been very difficult without you. Okay, so you're a lifesaver. Oh, thank you. Okay, good. Let's go to the last one. An important one to know. We're going to finish here today. Thanks in advance. Okay, I marked this with 2 stars because we should be careful about this expression. Thanks in advance. People like to use this at the end of emails, which is okay sometimes. But in advance, what does this mean? Maybe this is a new expression for some people. So in advance means before anything happens, okay? Thanks in advance. So let's say, for example, you write an email to your coworker or someone on your team, and you say, please do the X, Y, and Z task. Thanks in advance. Bye. Okay? So it means I know you are going to do it, and thank you. I want to say thank you to you before you start. I want to express my feelings of thank you before you start. Okay? So if you say thanks in advance in that kind of situation, it can make sense. But the reason I say please be careful with thanks in advance is if you just send like 100 tasks to your coworker suddenly and say thanks in advance, bye. It's like, wait, what? This is way too much. Or sometimes we get emails, sometimes I get emails from people I don't know, and they say like, you know, we want this and this and this and this. I'm like, thanks in advance. I'm like, what? Like, if you don't know the person, don't say thanks in advance when you ask them for something. So we use thanks in advance with someone that we know and we have a relationship with, like a working relationship with. When you say thanks in advance, it means, oh, I think you are going to do this and there's no problem, there's no question, right? So this means you already have a close connection to that person. So please, you can use this, thanks in advance. You can use this, but just be careful about the person that you use it with, yeah? Okay, good. I'm late. Oh, I'm very late. Oh my gosh, okay. So that's it for today. So I hope that you picked up some new expressions, some new ways to say thank you, and you can use them here towards the end of the year and at other times of the year too. Okay, great. So I've got to finish up. So I'll give you next week's lesson information now. Next week, I'll be back, of course, Wednesday, November 22nd at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time. If you don't know your local time, please use your amazing Google skills, or you can set a notification on YouTube or on Facebook. Next week, I'm going to talk about past progressive and past perfect progressive. What is the difference between these grammar points? Some of you ask me this sometimes, so let's talk about it. Please join me next week for this information. It'll be a good one, good grammar one. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to say goodbye for today, but please don't forget to pick up your free 2000 core vocabulary words ebook at EnglishClass101.com. You can find the link in the YouTube description or in the Facebook description here or here. So please check this out. It's a great resource to study the most commonly used vocabulary words first, so your studies will be more efficient. Okay, great. So thanks so much for joining me live this week. That was super, super fun. Thank you for joining me. Right? We practiced that grammar today. Come find me on Instagram if you want further updates, and check out our free stuff at EnglishClass101.com to get some study resources for your weekend. Awesome. So have a great day. Have a great week.